Welcome to Worship Tutorials. We have a quick demo of a PRS guitar. This is the SE Standard 2408. We'll talk about all the specs of this guitar and get into the feel and playability. I want to tell you a little story about this guitar first, how it came to be in our hands here at Worship Tutorials. If you're new to the channel, we have a working relationship with PRS. They do not pay us for demos or anything like that, but they do send us guitars from time to time. If you're not new to the channel, you know we love PRS guitars. I personally love PRS guitars. I have purchased several of them with my own money. We love PRS, all that to say. Every year, PRS does a thing with the people that create content with them, with their partners. They call it their Pay It Forward program. What they do is they take SE guitars that are perfectly functional as far as playability and tone and everything, but they have a blem, and they send it to people like us, and they write us a letter, and they say, this is a guitar that we can't sell because it has a blem. Why don't you give it to somebody? I already have someone that we're gonna give this guitar to. And maybe if we get some footage, we'll put in a photo or some video of the lucky recipient of this guitar. But I was so impressed with this thing, I wanted to make a video. I think the blem there's a little mark here under the finish. All that to say, this guitar did not pass PRS's inspection, and it's awesome. And literally the only thing I can see is this little mark here that probably isn't gonna show up on camera. That's how high the quality standards are over there at PRS. The 2408 model it's called 24 because it has 24 frets. And then the 08 it's because it has these mini toggle switches. So you can get the custom 24 the SE custom 24, which we have reviewed, has a push-pull, and it splits both pickups at the same time. The 2408 lets you split the pickups individually with these mini toggles. You have a lot of tonal options because you can have 3 positions where you're in humbucker mode, 3 positions in single coil mode, and then 2 more positions. This is where the 8 comes from. 3 plus 3 plus 2 is 8. 2 more positions where you can have the bridge in single coil mode, the neck in single coil mode, and you can swap between those positions. It is the standard PRS 25-inch scale length. You've got the PRS design tremolo, which works extremely well with the synthetic nut and the tuners. It is the wide thin neck, which I personally love. I have a custom 24 that I bought for myself on my 40th birthday, which was some years ago. I won't say how many. It was a present to myself. If you're a Parks and Rec fan, treat yourself to a PRS guitar, maybe this one, because I think it's great. But it's the same wide thin neck. I find it very comfortable. It says thin. I wouldn't say it's thin. It definitely is a little wider, which I personally like. It's all preference, but the wide thin neck is a popular neck profile from PRS. And I like it. The neck is double bound, and it's rolled over on the edge, which I like that too. The fretwork is great, nickel frets. These are the PRS TCI-S pickups. When you see S on the pickups, that means that they're made overseas, but they are the PRS design. PRS is really upped the game on these imported pickups on the SE guitars. I think they sound great. So I'm just gonna demo all, I guess, 8 of the different sounds here. A lot of times when you get a guitar that is like the lower level budget-wise from a company, the first thing you might think is, am I going to want to change the pickups? Am I going to want to change the tuners? Am I going to want to put a different bridge on it? Am I going to want to put new electronics in it? I would all around say no. I would absolutely play this guitar as my main guitar every week, week in, week out, on Sundays, live, if you're gigs, whatever. I think PRS has done just a fantastic job with the SE line across the board. The level of quality that you get from these things is great. Now, we plugged in, like there's a McCarty over there with the 5815 pickups and the custom 24, you know, with the full on US pickups. Does it sound a little better? Yeah. You know, and those pickups, you can buy them from PRS for $500, like almost the cost of this guitar. Do you get that much of an upgrade when you put those in? I would say no. So, you know, that's up to you, but I think these sound great. One of the things that I'm impressed with this guitar, and I hope you noticed it when I was switching, you know, the coil split stuff, PRS does a thing where it's not a full-on coil split. I don't know exactly what's going on with the electronics and in the pickups here, but they often will do a thing where they don't take the full, it's a partial split. So you get sort of a single coil type of a sound, a much more, you know, a much brighter, more transient type, spanky kind of a thing going on, but you don't lose the volume. We noticed that here in the room, the volume didn't go down, it just sounded different. It sounded more like a single coil. The standard series on the SE means it's a plain top. So this is an all mahogany guitar as far as the body and the neck. On the non-standard SE, like the higher priced SE guitars, you'll get like a maple top with a flame maple finish. A lot of times it's a veneer, the flame is, but the top is really a thicker piece of maple. The standard series is like a plain top, all mahogany guitar. Does that change the way it sounds? Maybe, maybe not. We don't have one that has a maple top to compare it to. I would say probably not. It's like if you played one day and then you played another one with a maple top the next day, I think you'd be hard pressed to hear a difference. So a few more final closing thoughts on this thing. It plays great, like all PRS guitars. I hope what you can tell is acoustically it rings nicely. And this is gonna be, you know, this is gonna vary from guitar to guitar. This one just happens to really feel alive. Like you can just, you know, it feels like a great guitar as you play it acoustically, which is an important thing for me because like you can change pickups, you can change, you know, you can change the tuners, you can change the bridge, but you can't change the wood and you can't change how well it's glued together, stuff like that. But this is pretty consistent for us with the newer SE guitars. We did a demo a while back of the newer SE DGT and the SE 594 guitars. Those are fantastic guitars at any price point. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you, PRS. PRS did not ask us to make this video. This was completely unprovoked. They don't even ask where these pay it forward guitars go. They just send it to us and they say, just give it to somebody, bless somebody with it. I think that speaks volumes about like the kind of company that PRS is. And to the person that gets this guitar, I hope you enjoy it. If you're watching this video, I hope you love this thing. I think it's a great, great guitar. I hope it blesses you. Thank you again, PRS. If you're interested, links are below where you can check these out from various retailers and PRS's website. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. More content like this coming all the time. See you in the next one. Bye.